It's good to see you, my guy.
Man, blessings.
We back at it like
back at it like
we
crack
never left
addicts.
it.
You
Like
feel
we never
me?
fucking
Try
left
to get
it.
it back together. You feel me? On our
For
quest to
real,
get us
for real.
100 episodes. You feel me? So this is the small step in the right direction. But hopefully everybody at home having a good day. You feel me? We I guess we could call this the Father's Day weekend.
Yeah,
episode.
bro. You know, I want to start our show off on a good note because we got some more reality, serious shit we're gonna lead into later on in the show. But I want to talk about the NBA Finals right now, man. I want to talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man, winning the MVP. And what do you think about his performance right now? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel that he's holding up right now?
Man, so far it's good. Like, I mean, I think as far as the NBA concerned, like he's consistent. Like, you know, almost all the games he played, like he giving up like 25, 30 sometimes. So it's like he playing good. You know what I'm saying? It's just the other players on his team probably ain't as consistent as him. You feel me? Like, and that might be.
I mean, I like the Williams guy.
Yeah. But like I say, they lost the first game. You feel me? He gave up like 20 points, 16 points or something.
And you know what that showed me right there is like they could be lackadaisical at times. They're a team that can run it up on you, and then they get comfortable and get lazy. You know
it's that too, but then you got to remember, like we in this era of the NBA, so the 3-point shot is so critical. Like, cause I watched the last couple minutes of that game when they blew the comeback.
Right.
Like the center on the Pacers hit like 2 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the power of the 3-pointer like make it so easy for teams to utilize it in a comeback situation, especially if you got everybody on the team that's capable of making at least one shot.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like a comeback like that, because you figure like 5 threes is like 15 points. You know what I'm saying? But you also gotta play into like the defensive element. It's like y'all still gotta guard people. You know what I'm saying? Before you get up that many points.
And it's like, you know, it was kind of crazy to me, man. When I was watching the Indiana game, I think that was the game when they gave Pascal Siakam the award over Halliburton.
Oh, the last game of the Knicks series.
Yeah, that was kind of like, when I saw that, bro, I kind of felt bad for bro in that moment because he felt like he had outworked Siakam.
But I mean, like the way the NBA Finals work, it ain't even like that. Cause like on face value, yeah, because he probably the person that get most talked about on the team. But like when you looked at the statistics, it was like, bro, Siakam was giving you the same amount of points, the same amount of rebounds, everything at the same every game. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess when they make the votes, it'd be mostly about consistency, but sometimes it'd be a popularity contest too. But for me, I just find it hard to believe that, you know what I'm saying, Halliburton would lose a popularity contest at this juncture. You feel me?
And on all the big games that he's won on buzzer beaters. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him do some remarkable things, bro.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes those buzzer beaters is like, okay, that helped us win the game, but it's like, all right, bro, you only had like 12 points tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, don't get me wrong, like he do be making a big shot, but then sometimes it's like cause even the game when they just came back and he hit the buzzer beater, he had like 13 points or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, where you been all night? You feel me? And then as you're in the NBA, it's like because you're playing good players every night, like you get forced to show consistency. And if you ain't showing consistency, like it's gonna show up, especially in like the NBA Finals, my nigga. You feel me? But like you say, he bounced back. They split the first 2 games, so that they be about to be in Indiana.
Yeah.
And see how that play out. But I think the Pacers might score some more points. You know what I'm saying? But if OKC, you know what I'm saying, keep them under 100 or something like they did this game too.
Ultimately, I really believe that OKC has the capability of really like still in these next 3 games, these next 2 games for sure.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's like a momentum type shit, man. What I saw happen to Indiana on that last game was like that was a totally different team from the team that had just beat them previously.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, with
and
basketball.
You would think that they would come out more hungrier, you know what I'm saying? You would think they would come out more aggressive and more ready, you know what I'm saying, than what they showed.
But OKC is since the playoffs started, was the #1 seed, you feel me? So yeah. Because they in the finals and they playing in it, people looking at it from a different perspective, but by all accounts, like this, that's what they supposed to be doing. Because you seen them blow people out all season.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then the Dallas Mavericks end up with the number one pick. So
and you know they're gonna get that boy from Duke.
Yeah, Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag, yeah, he nice though. He nice. Like go ahead, Cooper nice, man. He doing some great things, man. It was kind of crazy to see them lose the way that they lost.
I mean, it's the playoffs, and then you dealing with everybody hurt, so it's like.
But I feel like he had the hype though, like you know what I mean. Like you know how some people rally for a certain team, you know what I mean. Like I feel like Cooper, he was in all the he in the Gatorade commercials. He's in I seen him in a New Balance commercial. Like he got some, you know, some
he got some
endorsements. He got, you know, so that means he's somebody. You know what I mean. So it's like I was just expecting him to get over that hump. Just it would have been cool to see, is what I'm trying to say. I think it would have brought more excitement to that situation if they hadn't won.
But
you know
I think that just show you the how the transfer portal has balanced out college sports. You feel me? Because it's like Houston was on them. You feel me? And then like Florida had a good squad too. You see what I'm saying? And so like with Duke losing, it just show you that like it was there's other players out there as well. There's, you know what I'm saying, that's NBA caliber style players too, which is cool for the spotlight of the kids. Because like I say, the NIL put it in perspective to where it's like, oh man, if you ain't gonna get drafted high enough, you can go back to school.
Yeah,
and make some more money. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's pretty cool. We'll see how it all play out for Cooper Flag though. But I feel like he'll be a good fit for Dallas.
All right, that's what's up. Now let's switch the gears a little bit to football, man. I heard about Pickens going to the Cowboys and Rodgers went to the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really feel like I'm gonna jump on both names, but let's talk about Aaron Rodgers first. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that's the same Aaron Rodgers that it was 3 years ago.
But I don't really think that's the expectation. I think what the expectation is like he gonna be better than Russell Wilson and Justin Fields was last season.
Is that what you think?
That's what they banking on. And then when you look at it from a football perspective, it's like I could see it potentially happening because it's like
they got two Super Bowl quarterbacks. You know, you might look at Russell Wilson on a decline. Some people made it like that, but he still was over 500 last season.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, like from their perspective. But then you got to think about it too, like when you're dealing with Russell Wilson, you still dealing with a lot of money that he owed from his contract with
he got some shit tied up.
Yeah, and so like it's a lot. Like it's more than just football with him at this point. I think you know what I'm saying. And so it's like motherfucker get up out of that, and then Justin Fields, it was like Joe shit. He was finna get a contract. You gonna have to pay him something. And so I feel like they probably just felt like we finna play somebody because you know the Steelers is always like right there in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A half decent Aaron Rodgers will get them over the hump. I feel like, especially with the way their defense be playing and shit. And then they got DK Metcalf too, so shit. That should be, you know what I'm saying? At least he'll have somebody to throw the ball to.
Oh God.
Yeah. And then with George Pickens, I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys' offense should be real good.
Man, it's like they got a dual threat now. You know what I'm saying?
And then they got CeeDee Lamb.
They got CeeDee Lamb and Pickens, bro. Yeah. Like, Dak has had a lot of grace in these situations in these last 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. You can't keep giving him grace if you keep adding these great elements around him. And he's not.
At some point,
it got to click. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if it don't click, you can't just keep on investing in him. You're gonna have to figure it out. Bring a young gun in there.
They got Joe Milton back there, so shit.
Milton nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He Dak back up.
Yeah.
So I think they traded for him from the Patriots. And I think he said he only getting like $1 million, so he probably super thirsty.
That's crazy.
Thirsty for a chance.
But the BET Awards happened last night, man. It was very successful, man. Mariah Carey, Jamie Foxx, and Snoop Dogg got the Icon Awards.
The Icons for BET?
Yeah, for BET, Icon of the Year Award. When I said that it was, at certain points of the show, I felt like it was kind of like getting a little corny a little bit, but then then it would they would fix it, and it was like, I had a lot of up and down feelings with it.
Yeah.
It's not me being biased because I'm an artist. It's just me being a person that's just taking it in. I felt like some of the jokes was just like not really funny. It was just obnoxious. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be rude. You know what I'm saying? Right. But then they did have some points where the jokes was dead on, funny as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I felt like Lil Wayne had a great performance. I felt like Glorilla had a great performance. And then and I used to be like really biased against Wayne. Like when I would see Wayne perform, because I'd be like, damn, all this nigga do is yell all day.
They say his you heard his new album and shit. A lot of people said they didn't like it. You heard it?
Yeah, I heard it.
I think it was decent.
It was MIDI, but Wayne is still a legend, and he showcased his performance at the awards, and I really got to give it to him, bro. He really did his thing, man. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, when they said Lil Wayne, nigga, I turned around. I was like, oh, here this shit go, here this shit go. And then I looked up at the TV and started seeing him perform. I said, oh, he got his shit together,
man. But you know, shit, I think Wayne, like in Wayne defense, it's like, bro, the man got so many songs. It's like, shit, what you gonna do tonight?
I fuck with Wayne, man. It's just, and I think that it was put together very well. I think did Kirk Franklin get? Kirk Franklin did get an Icon Award as well.
So yeah, 4 Icon Awards.
Yeah, I think he got an Icon Award. Yeah, I think Kirk Franklin did get an Icon Award. But yeah, B2K performed.
Who?
B2K. What's that girl name that was married to Iman Shepherd?
Oh, Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor performed, and her shit was kind of dope too. She turned into like a big ass like mirror in the sky. Kind of her outfit was like hella glittery, hella shiny, but it was fucking dope. I can't even hate on her. Like the shit was lit.
It was,
You know what I'm
serious,
saying? But it was like a mirror in the sky because she was in the sky doing all this shit.
And you know who wasn't at the BET Awards?
Who?
Diddy.
Yeah. Free Diddy.
They probably was looking for him like shit.
Nah, man.
They ain't mention Puffy at all, did they?
No, that nigga Kevin Hart threw a little slick ass shot at Diddy, dog. Kevin Hart was like,
He was at them parties.
he was like, yeah, man, and some get, and keep the baby oil. Some he said some slick shit like, you know, to get slippery or some shit like, what, nigga?
Yeah, he probably got some pictures of him.
He sent the little shot at Diddy, but you wanna know something, bro? Man, it's so easy to make a nigga look like a monster when you got him in a fucking cage.
I mean,
And I feel like he has a voice and it's not being heard. And I really feel like the reason why it's not being heard is because he has the grease on these niggas. And they all had to probably come to a choice and say, fuck him together collectively.
I think it's that, but then I also think it's the fact that it's like, bro, like you got you got too many motherfuckers trying to say it. And so it's like, cause see the thing is about like, see for me it's like, oh Joe, he still gonna get due process. So like even at the end of this shit, he still can walk away from this shit, not guilty type shit.
Man, you know.
And it's like the process for me is like, I just think it's first of all, I think it's just weird as hell that a motherfucker accuse you of these things and then like it's people that's getting on stands testifying to being actual participants of these things, and it's like, bro, y'all ass wild as hell. First of all,
Yeah,
and then second of all,
nigga named the Punisher.
you feel me? And then second of all, it's like
I hate to see what that nigga was in there doing to
Right.
that nigga. Dog.
and see, and second of all, that's when it go back to
Punisher.
that's
Boy,
what-
get the
that's-
fuck on, Gabe. Man,
that's when it go back to like Joe. That's why that's the privacy of your bedroom.
that
You feel me?
shit crazy.
Cause it's like everybody out here saying what the fuck he
Privacy of
did.
your bedroom.
Yeah, but everybody out here saying what Diddy did, and they like, oh, I was there too doing this, and so it's like, all right, so do that mean you consented to it? Because they ain't none of these testimonies, aside from the Cassie situation when she was getting dragged, but clearly they got text messages where she was telling him to engage in these type of activities that she wanted to participate in. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, all right, so how do y'all define the whole consent thing? It's like, if a motherfucker call me and tell me to put the parlay through, and I put the parlay through, like, ain't this like kind of on them too? And so that's why I'm looking at the whole Diddy shit. Like, bro, I don't know, like, y'all ain't say he was fucking with no minors or nothing like that. All these is grown as adults, and then you talking about some of these people got paid. I'm like, man, shit, talking about $10,000 for the weekend and all this shit, like. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, you'll see how that shit play out, but it's just crazy because I heard some shit that Prince had a testimony that he left in his will in regards to Puffy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Joe, motherfuckers really been, Puffy really been out here pissing motherfuckers off. Like, this man been dead. And that damn it, he had a message that he left from his estate that they read in court.
What?
In regards to how fucked up Puffy parties be. He was Prince.
Prince did that?
Yeah, they read a statement from Prince, nigga, and Puffy trial, nigga. That shit crazy.
For real?
Yeah.
So you mean tell me this nigga was telling him he dead?
Bro, shit.
How the fuck do that happen?
That's what I said. That's why I was like, Joe, the shit kind of wild.
What the hell? You mean tell me they letting that shit stand? This man is dead?
Look, and then, what's the
Man,
nigga
them
name?
niggas crazy.
The nigga 50 Cent baby mama. She
What she
one
do?
of them bitches that was in court talking about some what Diddy paid her to do. Oh yeah, freak bitch on my mama. Going bringing drugs back and forth to Diddy, goddamn it, fucking prostitute niggas with Diddy, like all this type of shit, y'all loving the freak offs. And motherfucker on the ground was like, that's why 50 be on Puffy ass so hard. Like this bitch out embarrassing their kids, like the fuck.
Oh, so that's why that nigga ain't that nigga.
But yeah, so like this whole Diddy trial just low key exposing motherfuckers like, oh yeah, bitch, you wildin' out.
On me.
Like damn, like, and then you looking at 50 like, yeah, church, I see you getting caught up in this recycled pussy game, getting caught up in the recycled pussy game. Shit, can't do nothing with it. But you know what I'm saying? Moving to some other shit for real, like I don't know if you've been keeping up with Michael Vick and shit, but Michael Vick and Deshaun, what's his name? Deshaun Jackson. They both like coaches at HBCUs and shit now. And I just reading that they gonna have a game. They playing each other.
That shit is dope as fuck to me because I really feel like, and it didn't really just start with Deion Sanders because it was other celebrity coaches that did it before Deion.
Yeah, Eddie George always been a coach at the HBCU.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
and he been probably turned down hell.
I'm just happy to see that these brothers are taking interest in giving back more than anything because they got all the tools and all the knowledge to really do some great things in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least make it, you know what I'm saying, super competitive because it's like the way the game's set up now is like even, you know what I'm saying, not to use Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders because they like exceptional kids, but like it's about to be that in college football. Like Joe, they finna be taking hella kids from HBCUs too. Like, oh Joe, we ain't finna. The high school player finna get shitted on. Straight out of high school, they're gonna be like, Joe, I'm finna go get a motherfucker play in college at a lower level. He fast.
Yeah.
He could do the I'm finna give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? And then they ain't gotta deal with like these little high school ego players like Joe. If you ain't finna be like a young man coming straight out of high school where you finna be like that, they gonna be like, yeah, we'll wait on it. See if anybody else fuck with you. And then, you know what I'm saying, humble the shit out you real quick. And then be like, yeah, we put you on the squad. But like, college football about to be crazy because you're going to have a lot of niggas going back to school just
that
for the bread.
motherfucking transfer portal is crazy right now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's a lot of people jumping ship, like going different places right now.
But you see, what's the boy named Quinn Ewers, the quarterback for Texas?
Yeah.
He went to the draft, got drafted in like the last round, only going to make like $1 million. If he stayed in school, he was going to be getting $10 million next season at Texas. Wow. Or he could have went back to Ohio State, you feel me? But like, yeah, so it's a real decision.
But once you declare, you can't go back, right?
Nah, he just kept going. Like if you don't get an agent, you could go back. So I don't know what the situation actually was with him, but yeah, he dropped the ball on that, and he could have been playing for a Heisman, low key. You feel me? But like, cause I feel like that's how college football about to be. Like all of the top schools, like Ohio State, Michigan, like nigga, they gonna have a new quarterback every season if they last quarterback went that shit. And be like, you out of here, buddy. You feel me? On the real, you been saying that. Yeah.
I gotta, while we still talking about football a little bit, man, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders, man. You know what I'm saying? He
already doing good.
I mean, I already doing good too, bro, but I really felt like, man, would you believe me if I told you they set this up for him to be a steal and be in the position that he's in out the gate?
I think I could see that. You feel me? But like I also think like I said, the NFL, nobody creates more drama than the NFL does. You feel me? Like when it comes to like sports and shit. And I was like, bro, like if you think about it, it's like, bro, the Browns probably about to be on like Hard Knocks. You feel me?
They probably didn't have a lot of TV time last year, but they don't have some TV time.
So now you got all this, and then this is about to kind of like deter some of the people from the whole Deshaun Watson shit. You feel me? Because now you're gonna be keeping up.
I don't really hear him talking about him like that anymore. Like it's switching gears already. Like I ain't even trying to be funny enough. Yeah. They talk about the other quarterbacks that they got there more than they even talk about Deshaun Watson.
But like I said, Deshaun Watson he ain't played last year, so it's like he been gone for almost 2 years. So it's like, what you gonna really talk about him?
I wonder how Deshaun Watson feel about all the quarterbacks being in that room now.
He probably don't care because they already told everybody like, Joe, when he able to play this the man. Like, everybody gonna be a backup to him. Joe Flacco out here chasing the check. You feel me? He like, oh yeah, they gonna pay me, I'll take it. Cause see, in Joe Flacco, man, I truly believe Joe Flacco probably like.
Joe Flacco decent though.
No.
Man, Joe Flacco ain't no bum.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, when you hear some of these older quarterbacks talk about the shit, it's like, bro, we ain't finna win no Super Bowl. Like, I'm cool not playing. I'll sit on the bench and, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of these young boys go out there and take all the hits, come in every now and then, but let me go ahead and get my 15 minutes. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think, like, Joe Flacco probably in that brain space, like, Joe, shit, hell yeah, like, they just drafted 2 rookies. And you got Kenny Pickett.
And Kenny Pickett decent too.
Yeah, but like Kenny Pickett already had his time. You feel me? He already had his chance with the Steelers. Like, nigga, you ain't make that shit work. All they do is run the ball. Like, nigga, you couldn't make it work with a team and all they do is run the ball. I mean, like, you only throwing the ball like every now and then. Like, and they drafted you with the intent of like giving you the keys to the whole franchise and you bummed out. You feel me? So, and then like you think about it, he got a chance with the Eagles probably off some Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania love too. You feel me? Yeah. So it's just that type of shit. But we'll see how it play out. Cause like I say, Shedeur probably is in a position to where he can kind of like work his way right into some playing time, little kid.
On me, man. And then, you know, on another note, they let his brother, the one that has Well Off Media, they let him come in and start doing his own little media on the Browns in the locker room and doing the behind the scenes stuff. And I feel like that was really cool for the NFL commissioner to go ahead and say, hey, man, I like what you do, bro. I like what you did for college. You can bring that same energy to the NFL.
But then that's part of they, don't get it twisted, that's probably part of that little negotiating shit with Amazon because, you know, Deion Sanders and them already got their own show on Prime. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, they're going to be following shit to do it too. So like the NFL going to have Hard Knocks. Deion Sanders going to have his people up there because they're going to probably be following him and Shiloh because, you know, Shiloh got picked up by the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Right.
So it's like, this shit more than just football. It's like, Joe, we could chase a bag. And then, like, for the NFL, it's like, Joe, we could put a highlight on a very bad franchise.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, if we could eat off the Browns this year, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we could make an extra $10, $20 million off the Browns this year, nigga, you know what they, lit. Like, oh, nigga, let's turn that, we'll give them a draft pick next season just off the love. Like, y'all get an extra pick.
That's lit.
Like, because it's all about the money with the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
But did you also peep the statement that Joe Flacco had made, going back to Shedeur real quick.
No, I ain't see what he said. What he said?
Joe Flacco made a statement saying that he kept overhearing people saying that Shedeur wanted him to be a mentor to him and stuff like that. And so he came out and said, yo, I'm not here to be a mentor to any quarterback in this room. I'm here to compete.
Right.
So that's basically saying that you're going to have to take his position. He's not here to coach you on how to be better.
Man, that's all for the TV show, bro. Joe Flacco don't give a fuck about that shit. Joe Flacco is a man on his way out the league. You feel me? And then it's like, bro, you ain't even got to compete for the spot. I believe Joe Flacco in a position where he could be like, yeah, I'll start. And they'll be like, cool, Joe Flacco to start. And we'll just go from there. Because, like, nigga, when Joe Flacco was the starter, nigga, he got hurt. Mm-hmm. Played like 4 games in a row, then he got hurt. Then they put in Jameis Winston. You feel me?
That nigga Jameis Winston funny as hell, dog.
Dude, and so it's like, and he with Russell Wilson with the Giants. So it's like that type of shit. So
he with the Steelers?
No, he with the Giants.
The Giants? Oh.
Yeah, him and Russell Wilson with the Giants. And so you looking at that shit from a perspective of like, it's 18 games in the NFL. Like Bro Shedeur said, it's probably starting like 10 games this year.